And welcome back to the Nose Plays Total War Warhammer 2. Picking up where we left off in part 6 of our series. Um, so, I made a decision the last time we played to send both of our armies north to take care of the Black Pit. We need to get rid of these goblins and orcs that are causing problems for the Middenheim wolves, blocking our trade routes and other things. The Paravan had either assimilated or defeated Bastion, and so our trade route sort of swapped. So that's not a bad deal. We also granted the request of a stranger. We got a bunch of gold, but we also are going to experience some chaos corruption, and we'll have to deal with that at some point, which shouldn't be too difficult. We don't have any armies to the south of us at the moment, friend or foe at the moment, and I'm debating whether to send both of my armies north. This does not require two armies to deal with. So what I might do is send this smaller army to deal with this force, and then send Karl Franz up here to see what we are dealing with up at the Black Pit, see if we can't get rid of them. And in the meantime, and then once this army's finished, we'll just send him back south to sort of maybe scout this area, make sure that Skarsnik isn't causing any trouble. He is likely to do so. But he also recently just declared war, or was declared war on, I guess. So the the dwarves just recently declared war on Skarsnik, so he might be a little bit too preoccupied. Kislev is dealing with the Red Horde tribe, and we declared war on the Leafcutters, so. That being said, I think we need to end the turn before we can do anything else, because I'm pretty sure that all of our characters have moved their full allotment.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Yeah, nobody has any movement.
Sigmarite arch.
That's not 100% true. Okay, so our hero could actually get a little bit more intel on what's going on. I don't think that's really all that worthwhile. We're already going to be able to attack this settlement next turn. So I think we're just going to let the turn end. And off we go.
Speak. I will hear you now. Be warned, my mood is dark.
The Barrow Legion of Heinrich Kemmler are unfriendly to us. They are vampires, and they are at war. However, because we plan on sending our armies north, there may be some value in pacifying these guys temporarily so they don't come into our territory. The real question is, what advantage or disadvantage does this provide us? A non-aggression pact will provide us at least some short-term assurance that these guys aren't going to attack our territory. And we're going to be busy moving to the north and the south before we move this direction. I'm basically going to let Bretonia deal with this whole area over here. So I don't see a problem with this other than these guys are not going to like it at all. But as far as I'm aware, we don't have any dealings with them at the moment anyways. I'll go ahead and accept.
Be at peace, for that is all I ever want.
Defensive allies are sworn to protect each other if war is declared on one of them. It is useful to be on friendly terms with a faction before requesting an alliance. I'm not 100% certain that I want to do a defensive alliance with Marienburg. The advantage to doing a defensive alliance with Marienburg is that they are awful close to our western border here, and if we did get attacked by anything, they might be able to support us. I'm going to decline. Mainly because I want to focus more on uniting the Empire than I do on dealing with Marienburg, who are not technically part of the Empire. What the fuck is this? Where did this come from? Hmm. So this small army was the army that was in the base. But there is another army that showed up from somewhere else. Is this a caster? No, this is a duelist, a melee specialist. Armor piercing, armored and shielded. Shielded and duelist. Well, this will be interesting. This is a much bigger army than I was anticipating dealing with this guy. Is there anywhere for me to retreat? There is. Okay, so we could retreat. The downside to retreating is I don't know what direction it's going to send me. I'm hopeful that it would send me back towards Franz and his army. So let's do that and see what happens. Ooh, and he force marched his units. Okay. Cool. So that brought my army back here, and now it is our turn, it looks like. Because he force marched, he did not have enough movement to continue that assault. And if he did assault, he would actually get the garrison from Altdorf, which at this point in time... What does the garrison look like? Mortars, knights, Reichsguard, captain, great swords, halberds, crossbowmen, handgunners. We don't have any other buildings that provide... So, reasonable sized garrison. Okay, well.
Get at me, Ed.
He's got 17 units total. I have 20 units. And I can bring these guys in as reinforcements. I think I want to do that just to get them some experience.
Sigmar's path.
I command here. To war!
Alright, so we have two options here. I can lightning strike this. I'm not able to bring my other unit in. Maybe I didn't quite get close enough. I could lightning strike this and wipe this army out. Or I could just fight the whole force. I think I want to just fight the whole force because I can wipe them all out in one go. Auto-resolve is showing no casualties. So I've been wondering why when I mouse over, auto-resolve doesn't always show flashing red units. And the reason that it doesn't always show flashing red units is because sometimes you don't lose any of your army in a fight. And that would be the case here. We would not lose any units. However, the amount of damage that we would take to our units might be significant. So it's probably best to go ahead and fight this battle. They don't have any real variety of units. They don't have any nasty skulkers. We can use magic to really mess with their numbers. And I have some decent cavalry I want to try out. Armored and armor piercing. So yeah, we want to send these guys after this big boy. Let's go ahead and get into this fight and see what it's like. I think we should dominate this. Tasty little drink I got going on. Okay, so they're... Yeah, we should be able to just crush these guys. Alright, so let's arrange my army in a way that makes sense to me.
Militia! For the Warhammer! Spearmen! Free company!
Alright, so if I click these guys with the shift key, by arranging them in this order, when I click them with the shift key and I draw them out like this, they should be in the positions that I put them in. So for example, I have 2 out here, 2 out here. I have spears on the ends, swords and halberds in the middle. That actually works pretty well. Alright, so then how do I want to organize this? These units can be back in reserve. Sorry. These units can be back in reserve. These units can be in the front. Oof. Alright, and then what do I have left? My 2 cavalry units?
Cavalry! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Alright, and then I want to bring these guys back just a little bit.
Handgunners! By Sigmar's will! Ulrich's wrath on them!
Put him there, and my wizard. Okay, that's probably good. Alright, we are off. Let's see how this goes. We should crush this force pretty quickly. I want to start with all of these guys. We can just get rid of those guys very quickly.
Take the ground. To me, man.
Franz gonna get in there.
Charge!
Whoa, what was that? None of that.
Standing by. Oh yes. Spearman for the Emperor. Attack! The Empire endures. Formation, march. Soldiers of the Empire. Yes, my lord. Crush 'em. Swordsman. We obey.
Alright, we need to reorganize our units.
Quick
So we'll get them all moving over here.
conditions acceptable.
Get all of our
Take the ground.
archers up there.
For the Empire. Formation, march. Go. Hungry.
Crossbows ready, General.
Take the ground. Sigmar commands. Free company. Spearman. No lingering. Halberdiers. Understood. Take the ground.
Alright, let's get these guys. Let's see if we can use some spells here. Awakening the Wood.
Let the wind of life blow! Spearman! Attack!
Where am I?
Moonfang cavalry! Meal time!
Get over there.
Rexguard knights! Yes, sir! We obey! Ah!
Where's Karl Franz?
Charge! Goblins! Orcs! They must all die! To arms, men!
Alright, let's get that going.
Waiting orders!
Get those guys out that way.
Take position! Free company! Taking position!
Get the Reichsguard over there. Where am I going?
Fang cavalry!
Get through there.
In my gas! Onyx!
There we go.
Time! Rexguard!
Get the Reichsguard on there.
Prepare for combat!
Get those guys turned around.
Infantry! Handgunners! For Heldenhammer! For the Comet ready!
Alright.
Militia!
I need to get these guys. Pause that game for a second. These guys need to get over here. Why are they not moving?
Take position! We obey! Handgunners! Take the ground! Sigmar! I will not stand idle!
Where's my wizard at? He needs to cast some spells. Let's cast some healing. What the hell? That's twice now. Uh, well, that was easy. These guys might retreat, so I think I may actually try to run as many of them down as I can. They've got a lot of really low units. Nope, they won't get there in time. That'll work. Alright, so pretty good. We lost 200 units, 200 men, but not too bad. They're going to lose a lot. Over 900 total losses. We should be able to run them down with what's left of our other army. Treasury or leadership? So this is a situation where leadership might actually be more valuable than the treasury. I need the casualty replenishment, although I won't be able to get it while I'm in their territory, so we'll go ahead and take the leadership and see what happens. So he's going to retreat that army.
Make haste, men.
I still have the movement to run him down. And Karl Franz gained a level, so let's take a look at what I want to invest in. I took hold the line before. Leader of Men and Sigmar's Ward are both still things that I would really like. Quartermaster's always helpful. I'm not sure how helpful this is, though. And I really don't know about any of these as well. Because I'm really not sure what kind of army I'm going to have. I do need to start unlocking some of this stuff, but I think as long as I have this stuff up here, it doesn't make sense to spend it on that other stuff. So we're going to grab that point for now. My wizard leveled up, which is good. I want to... Do I want Life Bloom? What is the cost of Life Bloom? Does it show me? I guess we'll just level up Earthblood for now. I don't want to get too many spells. I just want to be good at the spells that I have. I didn't even hardly cast spells in that last fight. Entertainer, Public Order, Banner of Swiftness. Okay.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Well, let's see here. We can run him down. I don't know where the other army went.
Protector of the weak.
I think this guy should run him down. I think I'm going to auto-resolve this one. There was no need to fight that. This army will take the money.
Forward in his name.
Bring me to my men. So, to war.
Let's see if we can't attack this settlement.
Into battle. Men, we must attack.
Or not.
Praise be to Sigmar.
Alright, well we got a level for this guy, so that's good. He's unlocked Route Marcher and Blessed War. I think I'm going to put a bunch of points into Untainted on this character. We are going to be dealing with vampires very soon, and reducing the taint is going to be something that we're going to have to deal with. Enemy killed in battle. Alright, and then this guy, I think I'm just going to keep leveling up. Conviction. Get his leadership buff up significantly.
Sigmarite Archlector.
He is also unable to reach that territory. Let's go ahead and send him back towards Altdorf so we can start using that anti-taint ability and get rid of the chaos stuff that we invited in when we took their money. I'm curious why I can... Is it because I already attacked this round? Like, I don't understand
Raise your weapons.
why it won't let
Fight
me
for our nation.
get that done, but... Alright, whatever.
Step
No,
to it.
no, no, no.
Men, I
Gosh
will
damn
fight
it.
with you.
I always gotta remember to click that. I will be right back. I need to step away for just a second, so... Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah, I need to remember to right-click the map when I'm not... I don't want to move a character. If you right-click the map, it deselects the character. I was trying to select this so I could see what we could upgrade. We have some upgrades available. So the question is, do I upgrade the buildings I already have, or do I build anything new? This building is too expensive to build. It does provide +6 untainted, however. I think what we want to do is just get as many of these as we can, and I can only get one. But I think the kilns is probably worthwhile since we have so many trade routes right now. That's probably a good idea. And then next turn we'll take over this territory. I'm probably just going to sack it. I don't really want to take it. Or do I? I'm not really 100% sure what I want to do. I might sack it and then see what happens. Alright, let's take a look at diplomacy. Sort by attitude and see if there's any more trade routes that we can establish. It looks like we're either in a trade route or unable to do a trade route with everybody we know. So that's not a terrible place to be. But there are a number of trade routes we need to fix. This is one of them. Alright, we'll see what happens here. Okay. So it's a good thing we started sending our force to the south because it looks like some Skull Smashers have shown back up. They actually have some pump wagons, some goblins, some orcs. This is a battle we should probably win, to be perfectly honest. I'm not sure why it's showing valiant defeat. The only thing I can think of is that we're just not going to make effective use of the tools we have. I don't know. The AI is showing that we're not going to win this, so... I don't see anything in their army that would indicate why we should lose this. Especially with us having the advantage of being on the walls. It could come down to this war boss being really, really good. I don't know. Okay, so how do I want to... deploy this? They're gonna have artillery way too far in the back.
State troops, ready!
Yeah, that's just not acceptable at all. That's better. Alright, so we should be able to get quite a bit more from this unit. Where do I want to... I want to aim probably over here first. Which means I probably want to be more like this. Yeah. Okay, that's probably a good spot for him. Now let's get our archers. All of our archers are sort of over here. Is that where we want them? And I'm thinking, actually, maybe not. Alright. We're going to move all of our melee units off the walls for a second.
Soldiers of the Empire! Finding range, sir!
Archers on either side of this. I want one unit of swordsmen right there. Manning that.
Crossbowmen! We are ready!
Okay.
Crossbow ready, General!
Have that there.
Swordsmen!
Swordsman there.
Ready for war!
Swordsman there.
Great swords!
Great swords I sort of want in reserve.
Halberdiers! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Okay.
For
And then my knights. I kind of want both units of knights over here. Alright, we'll see how this goes. That was a lot of planning. Alright, let's pause it for just a second. And I want... all of these units firing on that. I also want this firing right there. Alright.
Swordsman! Sigmar! Show us the foe! Prepare for combat! Yes, my lord! Swordsman! For Heldenhammer! Crossbows ready, General! Taking position! We are ready! At speed! Ready for war! How many is? I speak, you act! The Empire endures! How many is? Attack!
Alright.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
I need these horses out of the way.
Swordsman! Great swords! Ready for war! Swordsmen! To battle! Missiles will fly!
Those missile units need to get down. My captain needs to get up here.
Great swords! Formation! March! My orders stand! Crossbows ready, General!
Those.
How it is! We serve the Emperor! Prepare for combat! By Ulrich's wrath! Send this out!
Alright. Looks like this is going pretty well.
How it is! For the Emperor! Crossbows ready, General! We serve the Emperor! Now! Yes, sir! Attack! Sir! General! Yes, sir! Awaiting order! How it is! For France!
Alright. Yeah, we're gonna win this, no problem.
Great swords! We serve the Emperor! To battle! Now! Crossbowmen! Taking position! Cavalry ready!
The cavalry on this.
Mortar!
Why is this here?
Moving! Our weapons are yours! Ready for war!
He doesn't have any abilities I can use, unfortunately.
Great swords! Shields up!
I need to get him up there.
How it is! War!
The halberds can hold these guys. He needs some help.
Steady, man! Glory to the Empire! Ground quakes! At speed! Take the ground! Taking that position! Go! To battle! For friends!
Get all of them on him. Try to kill him.
Crossbowmen! Quick march! We are Sigmar's heirs! The ground quakes! Moving now!
Let's get all these guys down off the wall.
Mortar! Arena, listen! Charge!
Ordnance ready! For Franz!
There we go. Try to get as much damage on him as possible. That's probably good. Yeah, valiant defeat. I say we held up pretty good. Looks like we might have lost a halberd. But hopefully they lost a lot more. A close victory. They did lose their orc war boss and a bunch of their orc boys. And a lot of their other units are damaged. We don't really need the leadership, but I'll definitely take 700 gold. Thank you very much. Alright. Nice. Okay, so we are at turn 17. Middenheim has an army that they're working on.
Sigmarite Arch-Lector!
These guys need to come down here. Well, let's see. Do we need to come down here? I'm not sure that we do. We held off that little invasion. This is gone. Not 100% sure where I want to send him. I think we're going to head towards Helmsgard
Forward!
just because there is the potential for more orc shenanigans, and also Skarsnik is down here. Plus, this should improve our Untainted. So Chaos Corruption is plus 3%. This isn't going to last too many more turns. 4 more turns, it looks like. We'll have to deal with that.
I am Prince and Emperor.
So they have a Goblin Big Boss. I don't need information on him. He's simply a rank 1 hero.
Here. Ulrich's will.
So this should be pretty easy. We can auto-resolve this. There's almost no need for that. Actually, I do have some low units, but it's showing that I'm not going to lose anybody. Alright, so we'll just do that. Decisive victory, loot gained. Okay, so we have some options here. I can occupy. I can return to the Elector, which is what I really want to do. This will gain me fealty with this faction. It will also reopen our trade route with them, if I'm not mistaken. Now the other option is I could sack it If I sack it, I could get a bunch of riches. And then on the next turn, I could try returning it. So let's do that.
Moving on.
So I'll sack it first. That should give me some money. And then
Men, I will fight with you.
after sacking it, I can return it to the Elector. Yeah, I like that.
Onwards.
That worked well for us.
By the comet.
Okay, so now he did not get a skill point for that, but my wizard did. Which puts us at 3, and I need 4, right? So if I need 4, I think I go all points in Earthblood and then 1 point in Lifebloom. And that gives me my 3 spells that I need before I move up to the next tier. Settlement upgrade available. Let's go ahead and increase our food. So that we can get population surplus more quickly. Just to double check, we are getting the growth in income from trade bonuses, which is what I need in the short term. And then
So,
I want to move up towards the Black Pit. So the shortest path to the Black Pit is right there. I want to go 50% of my movement so I can encamp. So I need... right there.
make haste, men.
And then I can do encampment
As
stance,
is my right by Sigmar's crown.
which will give me a little bit of replenishment on all my units. I don't need anything as far as like recruitment. And this army
Of the faith.
probably could use a little bit of recruitment. So we need at least 1 spearman to give us a line of 4 with 4. And then maybe like... ooh, I can't afford 2. Okay. Well, I can afford 2 of these though, right? Should I get 2 more archers? I don't want to get too many archers. Can I... what do we got, 800? We do have some regiments of renown. Maybe we get the Sons of Sigmar here. Sons of Sigmar are unbreakable. That actually sounds good. What do these guys have? Weak against armor. They have a sniping stock and vanguard deployment. Alright, we'll go ahead and pick up the Sons of Sigmar for this army. That will make them a little bit better. It's saying that I could actually purchase the road, paved roads. There's not much else I can get though. So what does paved roads do again? Paved roads is more campaign movement speed and 5 growth. Nothing fantastical. It does lead to +8 income from all buildings. That would be better later on. 15% extra movement for armies starting in this region. I think we really need to get this building, and then we can grab some of these other ones that are important to us. This might be another one we want to upgrade soon. But first we have some other things to establish. I think we're done for this turn, though. Oh, there is some diplomacy we need to do.
What?
We are no longer
By Sigmar's will, come in peace.
carrying a trade
On
route
it.
with Middenheim. We need to get that taken care of. Anybody else? Not yet. These guys really like us. Look at how very friendly the Middenheim wolves are. Should be no time before we are able to secure a very lovely alliance with all these lovely, lovely Empire subjects. What is this? The rival states of Hochland and Ostermark have been unable to reconcile their differences, and tensions have bubbled over into full-blown war. Elector Count Aldebrand Ludolf has declared war on Ostermark. What action will you take? Ooh, we could prevent civil war. I think we should do so. This boosts our imperial authority by another +1. We'll need to quickly establish another 300 prestige, but occupy, loot, raise, or sack 4 different settlements. Bonus objectives, 4 of 5 completed. 2,000 treasury. Cool. 4,000 from bonus objectives. I didn't even see what the bonus objectives were, but good for us. The next one, occupy, loot, raise, or sack 8 different settlements for another 4,000. Well, we will be moving that
Bring me to
direction.
my men.
Alright, what do we have here?
By
This-
the comet.
This is a Middenheim army in forced march. We're going to march up here with them.
Now,
I need to change my
in
stance.
the name of Magnus.
I am not quite able to get to the Black Pit. Unless I force march. Which I'm not interested in doing just yet. But I definitely want to be over here and help out. So, let's get as close to it as possible
Sigmar compels us onward.
and see if we can't get rid of these
Not in my name.
orky boys. So we're gonna have to wait a turn.
To war.
Alright.
Ready to serve.
This character has not moved yet. I was under the impression that we recruited the Regiment of Renown here. and yet I do not see them. Why is that? I must have accidentally done something to cancel it?
Summon the Elector Counts.
Because they're not in this army.
I serve Sigmar.
Okay. Do I want to go to Uberstrike? It's probably the best place to be at the moment.
Sigmar lightens my steps. Protector of the weak.
It allows me to get to Helmgart and keep an eye on Skarsnik. We'll need to level that city up at some point. Alright, we can go ahead and upgrade this, which we should do. And then I have 5,000 extra gold. Now at this point, I don't know that I need... Like, how many turns till we get 4? We're 2 turns away till we get 3. And quite a few turns away until we get 4. Which makes me think that maybe now's the time to start upgrading some of these. So let's take a look at the building browser. And I want to see if there are any landmarks. There we go. So there is a landmark. Ah, yes. I remember this one. For Ubersreich, there's no landmark for Eilhart. And there is a landmark for Grunsberg. Well, it's not really a landmark. It's a special resource, livestock. This does not necessarily benefit trade, however. It just benefits growth. Okay. So that being said, do I really care for the landmark? Public order adds walls, adds untainted, and provides a nice garrison of heroes to help defend the city. It also generates 50 income. Not particularly amazing, but it's not completely worthless. If you compare that to, say, this, which generates 250 income and actually 350 with our current state, I think we want to spend our points on upgrading to tier 2 and getting all of our cities leveled up a little bit better. So, now that I've got all of these done, let's go ahead and upgrade Ubersreich. And I won't be able to do this one because I don't have the population points for 2 turns. Actually, let's do this one instead. Because I want to level this up because this is growth. And growth is important. And we'll get Eilhart eventually. Alright, that's looking pretty good so far. Next turn we should be able to wipe out the leaf cutters unless they have more territory than I'm aware of. And Chaos Corruption and Skaven Corruption are both increasing, or I guess just Chaos Corruption is increasing. This is going to be... Huh. Events for... I guess that's the quantity that it's increasing. How many turns is that increasing, though? Do I have... Creeping corruption. Casualty replenishment rate. I thought it was for 5 turns, and it's been at least 2 or 3. So it shouldn't be sticking around too much longer. Getting the harbor done is going to increase our income quite significantly, so that's why we saw this jump up a little bit. I don't think there's anything else for us to do, but I always like to look at diplomacy and trade just before I end my turn. And I'm not seeing anything useful here, so go ahead and end this turn.
I am Karl Franz. Many call me Emperor.
Marienburg would like a military alliance. So this is stronger than defensive alliance. I'm going to decline Marienburg's request at the moment. Alright, we've been attacked, interestingly enough. Auto-resolve is showing that we're going to lose 3 units. They have a settlement, and they have some big guns. Okay, so the Orc Biggins do not have shields. They are sword infantry without shields. These would be ideal to target with our ranged units and try to shred them as much as possible before they get into melee combat, because they're going to be much more effective in melee combat than other units. Night Goblins are not very effective, so I'm not too worried about any of those. This first group only has 2 sets of orc boys, and the second garrison has 3. This should be a really reasonable challenge, but not too hard. As long as we focus the elite infantry with our magic and our ranged units, we shouldn't have any trouble at all. Plus, we'll get to engage them in 2 different groups. Ooh. Okay. Well, I don't like starting in the forest. That's not awesome. I can Vanguard deploy my free company. Alright, how do I want to handle this? I think in this situation, I actually want my spears in the middle because they're the healthiest units.
The Empire endures!
We'll put the swordsmen on the flanks.
Swordsmen! Ready for war!
So let's go ahead and get this group lined out.
How
I'll have these weaker units in reserve in the back. We're going to put all of our archers up front.
Born-Fang Cavalry!
We are Sigmar heirs. Spearmen. For Heldenhammer.
Spearmen!
That's pretty good.
Our weapons are yours!
And I think I'm going to send these guys over here as a flanking unit. Alright, Franz can be right in the middle, and the wizard can be right behind him.
I will not stand idle!
Oh. There we go.
Reichsguard!
And gunners!
Alright, we're going to keep that. Start deployment. Start battle. Pause. Okay. So they got a lot of units in the trees. These orc biggins we can attack with these guys pretty effectively. Are these orc biggins as well? No, those are regular orc boys. Orc biggins and orc biggins. Okay. So I want to put like 2 units on each of the orc biggins. And try to get as much damage on those as we can with our ranged units. The rest of this army is just going to move forward. And then this group is going to try to circle around to the side. Let's see how that goes.
I am life!
Why are these guys not with that group? That is not okay.
Born-Fang Cavalry!
Alright, I need all of my archers. Where are my archers at? Shooting at these guys. What the hell? Let's get my wizard casting a spell here.
My subjects call.
For Heldenhammer!
Charge! State troops ready.
The Empire ensures! And gunners!
Taking position.
These guys need to get in here and get rid of these now.
Name of the twin-tailed comet! Formation march! Sigmar guides us!
By Ulrich's run!
To battle! Quick march! Moving now! Take the ground! Here we go! Attack!
Fuck. They're just killing my Reichsguard and I can't get them out. You guys need to get in here now.
Swordsman! Charge!
Jade order!
Let's get my healing spell off right here.
Dathador, I invoke thee!
Sigmar guides us! Formation, march!
Alright, we need to pull this whole army over here.
See to it!
Let's see if they can get organized enough for this next group.
My rule is absolute! Karl, Franz! Take aim!
Alright, let's get all my archers back here.
Swordsman! Quick march! We are Sigmar's heirs!
What? No.
Bornfang cavalry!
No lingering! Charge!
Yes, sir, quickly!
By Ulrich's wrath!
I need my Jade Wizard to heal those guys.
The power of life is mine!
Why can I not click these guys?
Scarred knights! At speed! We are covered!
Formation march! Yes, sir, quickly! Taking position!
Oh my gosh, this is not going well.
Free company! Get them! Yes, my lord! For the twin-tailed comet! To me, man!
The Empire! Gaiden, rise!
See if we can't heal people. The healing's gotta do something here.
Bornfang cavalry!
Get in those archers. There we go. Alright, I feel like we're in a little bit better spot.
Formation!
Why are my handgunners so far out?
Reichsguard knight!
Get those guys out of here.
At speed! Quick march!
Tyrant Paul!
Awakening Woods.
Ulrich's wrath on them!
Well, that didn't go as well as I'd hoped. Did we lose anybody? Well, we didn't lose anybody. The Reichsguard are almost dead. Still slightly better than would have happened. Alright, I can get the treasury or the leadership bonus. I think gosh. I'll take the money. Okay. Your state troops had recently been participating in the joint military drills with their counterparts in Osterland. Attending were some of the major junior members of your personal retinue. Fresh-faced recruits handpicked for their warrior prowess, but still young and impressionable men. During a night of rest and recuperation in Osterland's capital, the men caused a drunken brawl that soon escalated into a minor riot. By dawn the next day, the damage had spread across large portions of the city, including the desecration of some state monuments. Ooh. Financial concessions we can handle. Technology, grain silos, income from settlement buildings increased by 10%. An entertainer, armor of fortune. I'll need to find a character to use that. Perhaps
Champion of the faith.
this character. Physical resistance, ward save, armor save. Yeah, that looks good. And actually, yeah, nobody has this weapon yet, so we'll put that on you. Not sure if that's particularly useful. I'll have to play around with this at some point. Actually, yeah, you need him. Okay. How does my army look? It's pretty beat up. We could consolidate some of our units to toughen them up. Like these spearmen could be consolidated.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Also the swordsmen could be consolidated at this point. These two for sure.
Empire.
That doesn't look too bad. Boy, these Reichsguard are really beat up. Karl Franz has gained another level. We're going to go ahead and take Sigmar's ward for now, and then I'll start working down this line. Also, we have the Steel Standard and the Razor Standard. I actually want to move the Road Warden to the other character. So let's get that done real quick while I'm thinking about it.
True servant of Sigmar.
Road Warden, +2 Untainted, yes. Let's get that transferred over to you. And then does this character... Yeah, he has option for 1, but I don't think there's any 1 that I need. Actually, Entertainer, nobody has this one, so we'll move him here. Public order, that would be helpful. Let's
Ready.
look
I
at our
command here.
wizard. Wizard's got 1 point. We'll throw that into Life Blue. And
Raise your weapons.
alright, so we have the option to siege. this army, which is hurt, but is not ready to go down just yet. They do actually have walls. Actually, we could auto-resolve I could auto-resolve a Pyrrhic victory. Which makes me think that I could probably just attack them and probably win without this many casualties. We have a viewer that said hi. I cannot pronounce the name because it's characters I don't understand. Lightning Strike isn't going to help in this situation. Debating.
Men, I will fight with you. No peace, just war.
Okay, what else do we have here? Winds of Magic. Everybody else has been assigned to something. This Banner of Swiftness has not been assigned, so we'll take that. I can assign it to my other cavalry unit. Alright, how close is Middenheim's army? I'm gonna
Not doing it.
wait a turn to see if he'll come and assist me. I don't know if he will. Ooh. So that might be why we're winning this. So they marched an army here. If we stick it out, they could recruit.
Get out me head!
Attack!
Alright, well, we'll come back to that at the very end of the turn. So the next two things that I really wanted to do was assembly line, grain silos and assembly line. I just finished that one, but let's take a look at this. Plus 10% income from trade. That seems like it would be a lot more money than 10% from industry buildings. So I think we're actually going to start with that. Yeah, we'll get that one first, and then I'll get assembly line. We should have more assembly buildings by then anyways. We also have the ability to do some more settlement upgrades, and let's take a look at what those are. So with this amount of cash, I have quite a few things that I could do. I could go ahead and upgrade that, which I should. And then I could also get the roads. Or we could get the tap room, which would eventually allow us to recruit witch hunters, which are very helpful characters. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and grab the tap room. Now the question is, do I want to do that in Altdorf? And I think the answer is yes, but I'm not certain. The coaching inn is only buildable in Altdorf. We could not build this anywhere else. I don't know. Plus 10 public order is a lot. I don't know if it's a building that's worth building, but I know that I do want witch hunters, so we're going to start with that. And then I have this resolve or skip notification. Siege construction available, yeah, because we're sieging. What am I going to do with this army? Chaos corruption has grown to 10%.
Praise be to Sigmar.
It's not what I want. I wanted to know what his abilities are when he's not in an army. I don't know. Oh, here we go. 1 turn remaining. Once this falls off, the chaos corruption should start to go the other direction. That's unfortunate. Fealty increased chance 5% each turn for each elector count. Growth rate +3, tax rate +5, all provinces. Yeah. We're just not where I want to be yet. That being said, this is probably a good place to end the video. I'm not going to do this battle right now, but I don't want to end the turn because I want to think about whether or not we're actually going to take this battle on this turn, or we're going to try to siege these guys down a little bit. I think it might be best to go ahead and take it this turn since the auto-resolve thinks we can win. If the auto-resolve thinks we can already win, then it's very likely that we'll win if we do fight it out. That's just the way it is on the difficulty that I'm playing on right now, so I think I'm probably going to fight this, but it'll be at the beginning of next video. So thanks for watching. If you are enjoying the series, let me know. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like, a subscribe, or whatever, all those funny things that you can do. And definitely leave any comments if you have any. Comments are always appreciated, and I do respond to them as often as possible. So, until next time, this has been The Nose Plays, and you guys have a wonderful day.